Hey, Christopher here. I'm looking into this task for adding a different interaction model to the glossary. So the problem is the glossary is getting really long, takes forever to scroll and find things. So the idea here in this mockup from late October was to make each individual option expandable or collapsible. You tap it, and then you can see all the information. So I think this works if each of these options has a small amount of content. However, if we look at, for example, this is the current glossary here. If we just look at address, I already have to scroll. And on mobile, this is a lot longer here. So, it's getting really long, this whole page. And that's also why we discussed this solution of having sub pages to the glossary. So if something gets too long, then we provide here, a short 4, 5, 6 line summary, and then we put the rest into a subpage. Let me just look for something here real quick. Something in the lines of this here, where this is maybe the maximum of content that we use. And then we have links that are either external, or we say something like learn more, and we take you to the subpage. Now, I think it would be kind of weird if we have these expandable options and we have subpages. I don't think that works very well. It's getting too layered. So I would like to revise this and do something different. And so I mocked it up here. And here's my suggestion. So we provide this table of contents at the top. So when I get here, I don't have to, scroll up or down to see if what I'm looking for is on this page. So let's say I want to learn about XPubs, or I want to know what PSBT is. I can already, get this at a glance here, see what's going on. And then I click it and it scrolls me down. Then each option here, I illustrated this with addresses. So I would trim this, have an option that says either more about addresses that links to the whole subpage. And if the subpage has some important titles or anything else important that should be repeated here, because otherwise people might not know about it, we should also link to it from this page here. So this is the brief summary, and this is then the further information, which could be internal, external, but ideally it's all covered in this subpage. So hopefully that allows us to keep the page itself pretty precise and pretty short, and kind of forces us to come up with really good summaries. And we also get a very simple interaction model where people could just look at this list, because one of the problems with this original idea here was there was also an idea of a search function, with then we would have duplicate searches, one in the nav bar, one here, and it just kind of gets overly complicated. There's a lot of clicking going on, and it will also require us to put a lot of markup in the glossary markdown file to make sure the arrows are there, define which areas are collapsible and expandable. So I feel like with this approach, we get kind of similar benefits, and it's kind of a lot cleaner solution. But yeah, let me know what you think. Curious to hear your thoughts. Thanks.